Ooh, what's up, guys? How's it going? Okay. These are earlier on, so we're going to get these pretty quickly, but you're going to hear a lot of bitching from me now. Boon totems. I'm probably going to get flamed by anyone who watches this, who is a Survivor player, especially Survivor mains, but Boon totems in general. Not just Boon Circle and Healing. Boon totems in general. Their design is god fucking awful. Holy shit. Whoever came up with the thought of Boon totems, created them, and planned them out, looked at them and said, you know what? That's okay. That is a balanced perk. That is a balanced idea. Needs to get kicked in the genitals. As hard as they can. Because you are a moron. I know that is very, very drastic. Not get kicked in the nuts, but needs to get fired. Your idea for boons was god fucking awful. And the fact that the devs said that they don't think boons are game-changing perks. These are insane. Oh, but it takes them some time to put it on a totem, and even longer to put it over a hex totem. But here's the thing. Wasting time doesn't matter as much for survivors. So, spending 30 seconds to put up a boon totem, or a minute to put up a boon totem over a hex totem, isn't that bad. Once, especially since the effects stack, you can have 3 boon totems and they all work on the same totem. So you spend 30 seconds to give every survivor in the radius of the boon all 3 effects. Or all 4 effects if you're running all the boon totems. It's retarded. It is god awful. This, like I said, whoever introduced this needs to get fired. This was the worst perk, I think, almost ever to exist in Dead by Daylight, even from its inception. Even when Decisive Strike was in its original rendition, I don't think it was as bad as boon totems. The design, I don't think, was as bad as boon totems are. Boon totems are just insanely bad. Like, not like bad as in not worth using. Like, the design is horrible. The implication of them, they are insanely busted. Okay. Boon Circle of Healing. Oh my god. Press and hold the ability button near Dull or Hex Totem to bless it and create a Boon Totem. Self-charge ring out in a 24-meter range. Any survivors within the Boon Totem's range gain a 75% healing bonus and can heal themselves without needing a medkit. You can only bless 1 totem at a time, but all equipped boon perks are active on that Boon Totem. Oh my god. That is horrendous. Like, that perk is so fucking powerful. All the boons are. Oh my god. Is this perk good? Yeah, it's broken beyond all belief. Do I suggest getting this? Yes. I suggest getting all the boon totems. What I would do to change this? Oh my god, this needs so much of an overhaul to be a balanced perk. Okay, again, you guys are going to hear me doing a lot of bitching for the next 4 perks. So, first off, first change. You can't place these over hex totems. First change. There's like 5 changes that need to happen to these perks. First change. Can't put over hex totems. Period. Whoever decided, that same person, whoever decided that they can be put over hex totems, needs to get fired. 2. All your boon effects should not be on the same totem. At all. It's retarded. I know. How are you going to make it so that you know what totem you're going to put? Well, there's other keys that you can apply. Change it so that activate ability button 2, 3, and 4. You can and then apply each if there have boons to these. So if they have multiple abilities, or make it so that they can shift through them. This really only matters if you're doing boons. So making it so you can cycle through with, like, say, while you're at a totem, you hit L1 to cycle through your boons to put one down. You should only have be able to put one boon totem down at a time. So you can go to an area, put a boon circle of healing down, heal, and then if you need to, change it after to burn boon shadow step, or then change it from boon shadow step to the next boon talk about, or the boon infinite unbreakable. Change 2. Change 3. It needs to take longer to put the boon totem down. This one doesn't need to change if the next change is implemented. Once the killer snuffs the totem out, it's gone. You lose your perk. You lose boon totem. The fact that survivors can infinitely put this boon totem down is retarded beyond all belief. That is one of the biggest issues with this. The 2 biggest issues with boons. They can be put over hex totems. They can infinitely be put down. That is the 2 biggest issues with boon totems. Change 5. Not overall to the change of the balance of this. This is more of like a buff to killer. The speed of snuffing it out needs to be the same speed as you putting down a memento. The hex memento. You walk over, you press a button, it changes. You don't have an animation, it just goes away. Another change that doesn't need to happen if they make it so that either survivors can't re-put down their boons, or another change that I think should be gone to hexes, make it so that the killer can replace their hex. So right now, boon totems are in such a bad place with how powerful they are. Boon totem healing at 100% I think is fine. They nerfed the wrong part of boons. There's 5 or 6 changes I would make to boons to make them balanced. Not like separately. Like if you implemented all the changes I just said, it'd be a balanced perk. Again, a few of the perks a few of the changes I said don't need to happen if once the boon totem's snuffed out, it can't be replaced. If once the boon totems were gone, they were gone, then you don't need to change anything else. The biggest change is the biggest issue is they can be infinitely placed. The second biggest issue is they can be placed over hex totems, which bringing a boon totem in counters so many killer totems and killer perks that it's ridiculous. If you're not going to make it so that killers can replace their totems, then this is alright. I know this has gone almost 11 minutes, and it's been a lot of me just complaining. So in this current state, it's not good. I don't think the devs are ever going to change it. So is this perk good? Fuck yes. These perks are unnaturally broken. Do I suggest getting this? Yes, I suggest buying Michaela, buying Yoichi, buying Jonah, just to get their boon totems. Yoichi is probably the weakest of the boon totems, but you can go into a lobby with only boon perks, and you're still just as powerful as another survivor. The only thing it does is make it so that you can be tunneled out if the killer finds out you don't have DS. But most killers play around you having DS, even if you don't have DS, because the power of DS just the threat of DS effectively gives you another perk. If you do go in with 4 boon totems, every other survivor in the area effectively has 8 perks. So, hi, first rant done. We're gonna have another little rant tomorrow. See y'all later.